Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, big game. All right, man. Another team that resurfaced for the Carmelo Anthony sweepstakes. I'll say it's still a sweepstakes because Carmelo Anthony is still a solid player. So, Carmelo Anthony is to the point now to where he's looking to win a ring, I think. I think he had the point in his career where he want to finish his career with a ring. And I think now guys at this stage in Carmelo Anthony's career, he want to be a dude that lead with one ring. He want to help contribute to a team that has a chance to win a championship. And, really, to be honest with you, there's only 4 teams out there that he could possibly go to that would give him a chance of winning the ring. And those 4 teams are possibly the Golden State Warriors, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Boston Celtics, and just to be nice, we'll make it 6. We'll say, the Houston Rockets, and then possibly, a team like, a sleeper team, possibly like the Spurs or the Indiana Pacers or some team like that. But, really, it's just really, as far as the finals go, it's really just, it's just really out of the Warriors. It's really the Warriors and whoever it comes out of the East who has pretty much won the right to lose to the Warriors in the finals. I just don't see nobody in the East beating the Warriors unless they land, you know what I'm saying, unless there's just some dramatic shift. Like if the Boston Celtics somehow land, somebody like Giannis, and then they get Carmelo Anthony, and then, some shit like that happen, then who knows? But I don't see the Boston Celtics beat the Warriors in the 7-game series, and I think the Warriors have earned that right to be the favorite to win it all until they actually get knocked off. That's just how it should be because they've won 3 out of the last 4 championships. But Carmelo Anthony, man, I've always liked Carmelo Anthony. I always thought he was a great player. I thought it was atrocious that Darko Milicic got picked. Darko Milicic got picked number 2. You see how that turned out. I mean, man, that dude was out of the league. Man. But, these things happen and shit. But Carmelo Anthony, he's been, for the most part, man, he's really been the stand-up guy as far as the NBA go, man. I mean, he has a few issues as a player, but nothing to the point to where he's been labeled a troublemaker and all that type of shit. Now, people have questioned him about his will to win, that he want to win a championship, and this is what I'm talking about. You had people like, Stephen A. Smith saying that Carmelo Anthony cares more about money than winning the championship, and he should go somewhere where he have a chance to win the championship. But then now all of a sudden you got people talking about if you go to the Warriors you taking the easy way out and all that bullshit. Now all of a sudden they didn't switch the narrative. Now they didn't try to demean the whole presence of winning a championship because that's what you want to do. You want to win a championship. You got everybody playing team police in the media, and then you got a few people on YouTube and shit like trying to do that shit, trying to tell you to go to any team except the Warriors. Fucking idiots, man. For real, man. But nevertheless, Carmelo Anthony, man, Chris Paul, from my knowledge, wants him to come to Houston. And I think he would fit in well with Houston. Keep in mind, some people believe if Chris Paul wouldn't have got hurt, that they would have beat the Warriors. I don't believe that. I believe the Warriors would have found a way to win regardless. But, if Houston wants to believe that, then, hey, let them believe it. But I just think the Golden State Warriors would have found a way to beat them with or without Chris Paul. Because the Warriors have good team chemistry and shit, and they've been there before. They know how to get the job done when it counts. And then another reason I wouldn't have a problem with Carmelo Anthony going to Houston, I would like to see how him, Chris Bosh, and James Harden would gel together, because they would have them a big three. You know, they would have a legit third option, second option in scoring. We know in most cases the ball is going to go through James Harden, but Carmelo Anthony, it would be good to see how he would fit with a team like Houston, because he goes to Houston, you still would have to pick in the Western Conference Finals. More than likely, you would still have to go with the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets. And then at a possibly not distant third, but maybe at a close third, but I wouldn't book it, you would have to consider the Los Angeles Lakers. You know. But if the Houston Rockets land Carmelo Anthony, to a certain degree, that's a little bit of a game changer for the Houston Rockets. And you would finally see how Carmelo Anthony would fare playing in a team like this. Carmelo Anthony has already played with a big three, but the thing is, with Russell Westbrook, like I keep saying, man, it's just very difficult to play alongside Russell Westbrook. Now, I know people have been talking about, well, they got Paul George to stay, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But nevertheless, I would like to see Carmelo Anthony try his hand at Houston or Philadelphia. I mean, to play with those, you know, to play with Ben Simmons and Joe Embiid, that would be a good look too. You know, that would make the East very interesting. Now, tickets say he shouldn't go to Boston. I think Carmelo Anthony would work well at Boston. You know, I said that Carmelo Anthony could and should consider coming off the bench. But then Ticket believes he had, you know, just because he had a disastrous season with Russell Westbrook, you know, which a few people that have tried to play alongside Russell Westbrook have had, it make it look like he's not a starter anymore. But nevertheless, man, I'd like to see how this, I'd like to see how this plays out. So I would be curious to see Carmelo Anthony try his hand in Houston. You know, so we'll see what's up. I'm out.